Hey, Fatima, are you in another class too?
My brother is in there. He is having his class. That's why.
Okay, that's why we can listen like yeah,
Yeah.
somebody speaking English over there. Okay, nice. So, and what is your brother studying?
He is studying IT engineer. She's in she's I don't know how to, engineer is a system engineer.
Okay,
But now he got like an English class. It's part
the
of
career.
his class from the university.
Yeah, now English must be there in all the careers. Okay, good. We have to discuss the questions here. Can you see them? What do you think about that? Give me your opinion. Do you agree with the author's idea that one can only really learn a language by living in a country where it's spoken? Why or why not? Do you agree with the author's idea that one can only really learn a language by living in a country where it's spoken? Do you agree with his idea? Agree or disagree? Oh, what is
I disagree maybe because in our case we have learned without living in a country. But maybe if we want to improve or speaking as a native, maybe we have to move. But just to learning, maybe it's not necessary.
exactly? And with what you know, you are able to communicate with people who are native speakers. They understand you. So you can you know how to communicate, and with your level of English, you can do it. So I think it's not impossible. It's not the only way. Just living in the place. Living in the place, you will learn a lot, obviously, but even if you don't live in that country, you can learn the language. Okay. Have you or anyone you know ever had any experiences like the one in the first paragraph? What happened? And do you think such misunderstandings are common? Have you had that experience or anyone you know? Do you remember the experience about the trash can and the rubbish bin? Uh,
Yeah, in my case, but in Spanish, I mean, because there are people that they also speak Spanish, but they call different or have different names for the same things. For example, pajilla, in Colombia, they say pitillo or aguacate. A lot of people say palta.
Nice, nice example. So imagine if a Colombian tells you, "Hey, Edis, do you have a pitillo?" And Edis will think about the whistle, right? The whistle. But for them, uh, um, it's that, right? A straw, or like a, other people call it popote. So it's different. And even the fruit or animal sometimes are called in a different way in other countries, like avocado palta. Mhm. Okay, so thank you for your example, Sabina. And you, Edis or Fatima, have you had any of these experiences or anyone you know? similar experience?
Yeah, well, my case similar to Sabri. Um, I got an exchange
Oh,
from my study, so I got the opportunity to be in the same place with different people from different countries. So we basically we got that confusion right in order to maybe one word means another thing or the way they use it it's different in their country. So um but I think at the same time it's like kind of interesting to know how people use different or how things has different meanings or different use in another places, right? So maybe that, but basically mostly in Spanish, but not in English.
mhm. And where did you go in the exchange program?
Mm. Well, actually, people come to our country,
Mhm.
so we're people from all Latin America. So, we stay with in the same time with them. So we did it. And mainly I got a roomie that was from Panama. Mostly with her, I got like that exchange with um from different words in his country. She mentioned that they used to call like party when you meet with people, but you're going on a party. But but it was kind of different because it also means when you have to just maybe reunite with your partner from to study. And that it doesn't mean that it's going to be like a party as we know, but they call like that just reunite. No matter what they are going to do, they call like a party, and it was kind of oh really I didn't know. Like, I was saying to her, so it was exciting and interesting to know about their culture too. Or maybe the different ways they call to their dishes, their cultural dishes, maybe. We got similar things, maybe the casamiento, and in Costa Rica, I think that they call like gallo pinto or something like that. So
Yeah.
maybe mostly those.
So learning a language is also learning about its culture. That's definitely true. It's not only the language, it's also learning about the culture. And I have a question for all of you. It's not here, but my question is, have you ever had the opportunity to speak with a native speaker to practice in your English with a native speaker? Have you ever had that encounter, that experience?
Yes, I have. At my church, some
Members?
Americans
Mm-hmm.
went for a campaign. So I had the opportunity to talk with them. I didn't understand everything, every word that they said, but I could communicate with them.
Nice, nice that you have that opportunity. I mean, that really makes you feel at the beginning a little nervous, but it's great because you say, oh, I can communicate. So I can speak with them. Good. And did they understand you? They did.
Yes, they did.
Okay, nice. And you, Edis, have you ever had that experience to speak with a native speaker?
Yes, teacher. But really, in my case, teacher is no, I don't know. It was a distressing, really, experience because I need practice my English. Really, I know. In the airport, all the US, really, I go to a store and I say to the person, to the salesperson, okay, give me a bottle of water, please. I really don't understand, teacher, the person. I really, I really, I want to really, how do you say? I chose the bottle so understand really, teacher. In my case, I think I need a bit more strong, maybe, or really practice my English, teacher. For be honest,
Okay, it,
maybe the accents. I don't know the slang. I don't know, or speak more strong. I think,
so your experience was in the airport.
or really or really practice, teacher, in the US.
It was in the United States.
Yeah, in United States.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, if you
Yes,
could
yes,
travel and
very. Uh,
yeah,
yes, sir, because I visit an aunt, and really, I decide practice in the April, but really, my case is, I don't know, nervous, I don't know.
yeah, I understand that we can feel like a little nervous, but try to think of the foreigners, people who come from other countries to our country, and they don't speak English, they don't speak Spanish very well, but they try to speak, and they are
Yeah.
not afraid of doing it.
Mhm.
I think it's part of our culture that we feel nervous and afraid to speak, and but those people, they're not. So I think that we should be like them, that we should try to speak even if we make mistakes because it's part of our learning. But believe me, when I was learning English, I had a teacher who was a native speaker. She was from Washington, and she used to live in El Salvador, and she was my teacher. And I used to talk to her a lot, and I learned a lot from her just by speaking with her about anything. I learned a lot. So if you had the opportunity to to communicate, to practice with a native speaker, do it because it's really going to help you a lot. You will learn a lot just by listening to the person. Mhm.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
So that's my advice. If you have it, if you have the opportunity, do it. Mhm. Good. And so, Edis, I understand that you're gonna do your presentation tomorrow or today?
Please tomorrow, teacher, if
Tomorrow.
possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Mhm.
So we have just a couple of minutes to finish before we finish the class, and I think we cannot cover the content right now, but maybe I don't remember in your case, guys, if we were in this class in which we study subject verb agreement with quantifiers, so we can make a review. Fatima, were you in this class?
Which which one, teacher?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sharing the screen. I'm sorry. I know.
No.
No?
No, in my case, no.
Okay, so is it okay if we study this right now? We have like 5 minutes.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, what is this? Subject verb agreement with quantifiers. Where, well, subject, the person who does the action, verb is the action. So when we speak in English, we have the subject and the verb must agree. For example, if we use the third person singular, she, he, and it, we know that in the simple present, the verb is different, right? We say, for example, she has, right? He does, he makes, he works, he studies, right? We add s to the verb. And that is the agreement. We don't say people is. We say people is or people are?
Are.
People are because it's plural. So that is the agreement, okay? Subject and verb agreement. They have to match. They go together. So in this case, we have some quantifiers. Quantifiers are words that gives you an idea of a quantity. And we have these ones, all or all of, a lot of, lots of, plenty of, some or some of, most or most of. In fractions, take a singular verb if the noun they modify is uncountable or singular. They take a plural verb if the noun they modify is plural. And we have these examples. A lot of advanced grammar is complicated. In this case, grammar is singular or plural? Grammar.
Singular.
Grammar is singular.
Singular.
It's singular and it's uncountable. We cannot say 3 grammars or 4 grammars, right? It's uncountable. So a lot of advanced grammar is, we use the singular form. It's complicated. Okay, the next one. Most people don't need to write well. Most is the quantifier and people is the noun. Is singular or plural? People, is it singular or plural?
People is plural.
It's plural, exactly. So we use the plural form, don't, no doesn't. Don't need to write well. Let's see the other one. 3/4 of email messages contain grammar errors. Okay, again, messages, singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural, so that's why we use the verb like that, contain, in the plural form. Okay? Now, sorry for the ambulance. I live near the main street. Okay, each of, every one of, none of, and collected nouns such as majority of and minority of typically take a singular verb, but often take a plural verb after a plural noun in informal speech. Okay, so in informal speech, you can use the plural form, but informal speech, it has a singular form. For example, none of us has the right to correct other people's grammar. So in this case, none of us refers to individuals, right? That's why we use the singular form. Or you can use the plural form, it's okay. The majority of teenagers use or uses too much slang. A minority of my friends care or cares about speaking correctly. So with this one, you can use either singular, informal speech, or plural in informal speech. Okay, so both are correct. And the last one, everyone, someone, anyone, no one, each plus a noun, and every plus a noun are followed by a singular verb. So in this case, yes, it's only singular because it refers to individuals. Every variety is correct. No one expects email to be correct. Or every student is different. Uh-huh. Let's say someone has the opportunity, if someone has the opportunity to go abroad and practice English, do it. So we use someone has in the singular form. Okay, and we have here this exercise. Let's do it quickly. We have only 1 minute. Number 1, a lot of people agree that spelling and grammar shouldn't change. Okay, number 2, you tell me what is the correct form of the verb. All of the students in my class Attend or attends English club meetings?
Attend.
Attend, yes. Number 3, most of the faculty at a school speak at least 3 languages or speaks.
Ir dejando la sesión.
Speak.
Y recuerden, para el sábado, como aún no está la plataforma de English Discovery, vamos a continuar trabajando con el Moodle.
Sorry, Fatima. Okay, most of the faculty at a school speaks. Why? Because faculty is a collective noun and it's singular. La facultad, right? So that's why it's singular, speaks. A quarter of my classmates is or are going to study abroad. Excellent, because it's plural. The majority of people use or uses text speak in their emails.
Uses, I think.
The majority of people. People is plural.
Uses. Or
Ah, okay, good. We can use both. Use or uses. Why? People is plural, but we have the majority. In this case, you can use or uses. None of the information in the email is or are correct.
is correct.
Correct. Okay. Yes. Information is singular and none is singular. Every letter I receive usually contain or contains 1 or 2 spelling mistakes. Every letter contains is singular. Over 4/5 of the world population able to read and write is or are able.
Able.
Is able because population is a collective, but it's singular. La
Okay.
población, right? Population. Okay, so it's 8:11 or 8:12. Sorry to take you 2 more minutes.
Yes, means
But
I have to go. Sorry.
it's time. But at least we could review that part that was missing. Okay, so it was nice to see you. I hope to see you tomorrow at 7. Take care. Have a nice Thursday.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.